He said, and if you want me to ask you to marry me, you have to lose 50 pounds. Get ready with me to go out with the girls. I tell you about a guy that I talked to and his weight regulations he had with me. From us going out with the girls, gonna get our nails done, then we're gonna go to dinner. It's gonna be a nice little girls' day. I'm so excited. Now you know what the plans are. Okay, so let me tell you about this guy. I met him and this was during my college years. I need to preface this whole thing by saying I have very low self-esteem during that time. Even though I've always been a bigger girl, I haven't always had the high self-esteem that I have now. So, the story is about Kirsten circa 2014. Talking to this guy who essentially was a mall cop, mind you. Mall cop. He also worked at Domino's part-time, whatever. And lived in his parents' basement, which, fine, get it. I'm in college. He's like my age, but not in college, but working. Totally understandable. I will say he didn't have a proper bed. He literally was just in his parents' basement, and there was just a crusty, dusty air mattress on the floor where he slept. No sheets on it, stained yellow pillows, all that great stuff. So, I digress. Anyway, I had been seeing him for a little bit, probably like 2 months, 3 months. And we would always hang out. We would have a good time. He was very into me. He took me out on a couple dates. I remember he bought me like a bouquet of flowers one time. So I was feeling it, you know? Flash forward, there was some kind of red flags. Like, for example, one time after he snuck me into the basement of his parents' house and I stayed the night, the next morning, he took me to the most beautiful breakfast ever, McDonald's. And I went to order a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. And as I told the person my order, and he straight up looked at me in front of this person and said to me, "Are you sure you want to order that?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why don't you get like a yogurt parfait or something?" And I was like, "Okay, whatever." Because at that point I was like, number one, embarrassed, but number two, I was just taken aback. Like, what? Like, also, mind you, up until this point, there were no red flags about him liking me and my body. He never said anything. And again, he was very much into me. I'm not going to go into detail, but like, he was very into me. Kind of a red flag. And then flash forward like a few weeks after that, we were talking on the phone. And he says to me, he's like, "Kirsten, you know, I like you. But if you want to be my girlfriend, you have to agree that when I ask you to be my girlfriend, you'll start to work towards losing 10 pounds. And I was like, "Excuse me?" And then he continues. He said, "And if you want me to ask you to marry me, you have to lose 50 pounds. And after I had a second to process everything, I had a few choice words for him because even though I didn't have the best self-esteem, one thing about me that was the same now as it is back then, I'll be damned if I ever change for a man. Needless to say, he did reach out again, like a month later, asking me to take him back. I didn't even respond to that. The lesson out of the story that I want you to get is that you can have a low self-esteem, just like I did at the time. It's fine. I get it, whatever. Sometimes we have low self-esteem, and it is what it is. Don't ever change for a man. Don't ever change yourself for a man. There's somebody out there that'll love you for you, and you won't have to change a damn thing. Anyway, I need to finish getting ready. I will show you the final fit as always. Talk later. Bye.